Thank you very much. Good day to all. It is a great honor to be asked to describe to you two energy setting projects that we implemented with Suntree Holdings in Japan to JCM. First, I would like to briefly describe what we are and what we do. Sauza has been operating continuously in downtown Tequila, Mexico since 1873. What you see here is the entrance to the distillery and bottling. We do tequila. Tequila production has to be made with raw material that's called the blue agave. And tequila production basically consists of four steps. Extracting the sugars from agave. Those are very complex compounds, so we need to hydrolyze to get simple sugars that can be fermented to get alcohol, and then we have to distill to purify and get the spirit. Working to the COVID pandemic has been very challenging. Sauza has been very fortunate in that we haven't missed one single production day all through 2020. To achieve that, we had to take very strict measures, home office for non-essential production employees, control access with non-touch body temperature at the entrance, at the exit, continuous disinfection upon entering the facilities, and periodic disinfection of all areas. Use of masks, face shields, social distances, putting acrylic barriers is a must wherever we have production areas or we have interaction between people. Transportation is routinely disinfected every trip. Office spaces are also disinfected using thermal fogging equipment. And there are many stations for hand and surface disinfections. We do a daily review of the measures and weekly updates involving all employees. Union workers have been very helpful in understanding and complying with all the measures. We had 10 positive cases, but fortunately none require hospitalization. They went into isolation and recovered very quickly. So this is some of the measures we've been having implemented. It's harder on the agricultural part because there we have a huge span of land to cover and more than 1,000 employees. But fortunately, only 9 have tested positive, and again, non-critical and none that have require hospitalization or okay. I'm sorry. So health and safety of all our employees is a must. It's on the basis of our system, but environmental concern is also key to our way of working. We have developed the carbon roadmap aligned with Suntree targets for 2030, and we're aligning also into a 2050 visions. We started with the construction of a wastewater treatment plant in 2002, but we have continued with different initiatives. And key to this carbon roadmap are the 2 projects that have been implemented through JCM. In 2016 and went into operation in 2017, we did a project changing our regular boilers to one true boiler and changed from combustóleo to natural gas. And in 2019, we started and operating in 2019 a new project in distillation with the system of vacuum distillation, and I will describe the details in the next slides. Key to determining our carbon roadmap was the determination of the agave tequila carbon footprint. We did this in cooperation with the Mario Molina Research Center. This is the methodology that we use. And what you are seeing here on the screen is the carbon footprint for tequila Sauza, scope 1, 2, and 3 emissions. And right away, we see that the scope 1 main contributor are boilers that we need for energy production. So it was natural that we had the first project deal with switching our boilers. We used to have old Cleaver Brooks boilers that use combustóleo. This is a high sulfur fuel that is common in the industry in Mexico. And we had 6 boilers. Actually, 2 of them were 1971, so they were very old. And we need to use them to produce steam to use in the diffuser for the extraction of sugars, in the autoclaves for the cooking of the agave juice, and in the distillation. The project consisted of switching over to Miura boilers, a Japanese company that produce one-screw boiler system. And they have very nice features. Well, first of all, they are very efficient. The old ones had an efficiency of like 79%, but now we're up in the 90s. We can do a modular system and take care of the steam load fluctuation, because in a given day, steam requirements are not uniform. They require less manpower. It's automated. Actually, the control system is set up so that we have an early alarm connected directly to Miura, and we can do preventive management. So far, we have not had to do any corrective maintenance. And once we do the numbers, this system has a less maintenance cost and operation cost. So what we did was to set up consortium with Suntory Spirits experts from Japan, and with Sauza, partnering with a Japanese supplier, Miura. And to this, we applied for JCM and used the project to change into a system that has 6 Miura boilers. You see here all the parameters that were used to measure the success of the project. Power is guaranteed. The quality of steam was tested, and it's very clear, very pure steam. Quality of water, again, is taken care of. We only use groundwater at Sauza. And at the bottom, you can see the main result. We got a 17% energy savings in steam production and 4,000 tons per year of GHG emission reduction. So this was the first project that we did, and it tackled our number 1 scope 1. The next project we tackled was the introduction of an energy efficient distillation system. This came about because when we did a joint analysis in 2018 with Suntory and with our team, we highlighted that the main loss of energy was in distillation, Vinazas, which is the main refuse out of tequila production, went out at around 100 centigrades, but that heat was not being used. So this project had two components. One is to use thermal energy to make efficient use of available energy, and to eliminate all leakage and reduce steam consumption. This we did by installing vacuum distillation. Vacuum distillation works by producing a pressure gradient. If we lower pressure below atmospheric pressure, we get a condensate, but we require less energy to do it. And the second stage of the project, one column was reconstructed so that we could do both distillations required by the tequila norm in the same column, but using the vinasse that went out of column number 3. All through the execution of the project, teamwork was essential. We worked with our partners in Japan, Monosukuri experts from Suntory. The supplier was Felipe Gomez Ingenieros from Spain. They constructed the column and installed the new system. And of course, our operators. The leaders for this project were Tatsuhiko Norimoto from Japan and Jose Rosas from Sauza. Key to this project was maintaining the essential profile of our brands. So we had to ensure that not only we got the energy savings, but the congenerics, the compounds that make up for the aromas and the flavors of the tequila, were being maintained. Also, controlling the operation, one technician can take care of all the operations from a control booth, and this was done by programming a PLC directly from the column into the control booth, so only a technician is needed to operate the whole system. Our energy savings were 85% with respect to what we had before the system, and we also reduced the GHG emissions in the same proportion. GAC has been visiting and inspecting both the boiler project and the column distillation, and we enjoy their visit, and we hope that we can see each other again once the current COVID situation gets under control. And I'm glad to welcome any questions or comments. Thank you very much. Here is my email if you want further information or contact me regarding these projects. Thank you very much.